Hello everyone, hello everybody, my name is J.A.S, but you may call me Game, and welcome to the J.A. Showcasing of Full Mojo Rampage. Now, you're probably wondering, what is J.A. Showcasing? Well, it's basically the part of the channel where I show you guys a game. It used to be you debate on whether or not I'll do videos on it, but I am gonna definitely do videos on this. So, there you go. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Full Mojo Rampage is basically, shall we say, a roguelike RPG. Well, allow me to give a bit of an example. So first I'm going to play, but before I do that, I did forget, there is single player and multiplayer, and you have quest lines, essentially. I have the first one done, the second one available, survival, and this isn't up yet. Since this is one that I know, and one that is easy for me to do, this one. Now, I have been playing this for a very long time, and this might be a little confusing for anyone who doesn't know, so I'm going to explain. As you play the game, you will gain experience as throughout the entirety of the gameplay, and you can essentially bring that in. So the more you play, the higher you level, the better you get. Now when you level up, you gain 40 health, and you gain a point to put into either health, damage, speed, and fire rate. Very sorry, I had to go get my little paper here and find out which is which. Now, no matter what, you always increase attack. But, for the basics of it, if you up your health again when you level, you gain 20 health and 3 attack, which is damage. If you up damage, you gain a base of 5. If you up your speed, this increases by 0.5, and your attack and your damage, goes up by another 3. And with rate, same as speed, you basically attack 0.5 per second. This is essentially your shots per second. And your damage is upped by 3. You start with, I believe it is 200 health, 15 damage, a speed of 7, and a fire rate of 4. What am I talking about? I'm very sorry about that. Additionally, as you level, every 2 levels, you will unlock a pin slot, and some are upgradable, and I have 4 equipped. I have the Pupil, which allows me to get experience faster, the Pin of Dambala, which basically gives you a chance to poison on hit. They can be upgraded, because this is pin level 5 out of 5. This is second chance, get an extra chance. And this is King Mojo, which doubles your mojo gain, and I'll explain that very soon. There are other ones. You can get extra health, extra inventory, extra movement speed, fire rate, longer lasting wands, I'll explain that as well. Extra damage, bonus critical, relics. There's just all kinds, really. And that's what's so good about this game. It's very customizable. Now, after you pick your pins, my grammar isn't good today, I've been yelling. You also have to select your parent Loa, which is essentially your class. It dictates your passive and your abilities. And you start off with just Baron Samedi, who, it's not great just starting off with 1, and in order to unlock the rest of them, you need medals, and they're very rare, so to say. They're rare drops from enemies, but you can get them from doing the objectives. Now I'm going to play this guy because of how he acts, but I'm just going to go through them all. So Baron Samedi, the one that you start with, the only one available when you begin. As you increase your rampage, your mojo essentially, you can basically summon him to help you. Now there are 2 spells per Loa. which are used by space, this one, and right click, which is this one. So he has dodge, which allows you to dodge attacks essentially, and he allows you to fire a bomb. With Loco, he's essentially a priest in terms of if these are all classes. You have less health, you do less damage. Incoming heals are weaker, but you curse enemies, and cursed enemies heal who strikes them. And his rampage is, as long as you don't get hit, you get more loot. But if you get hit once, you lose all that benefit. I'm skipping him for right now, because I'll explain him in-game. With hers, more rampage allows you to use tears, which is this spell. And she can also buff speed for a while. With him, he's basically this berserker style class, Ogon. As you kill enemies, you will get a percentage of your health, and you sacrifice health to do damage or boost your damage, to deal damage or boost your damage by a percentage of your current health. So he's very difficult. This is the tank guy, Lengel and So, one of the two. Increased health, heals that are incoming are better, less damage, and attacks taunt enemies. And they focus on you and they get more damage. This increases your taunt chance and resistance, which I basically guess is damage reduction. I haven't played him, but you do less damage, and you return all incoming damage. And then Battle Cry damages enemies around you and taunts. This feels like a mage or a war mage. When the bar is maxed out, you will basically get a few orbs that circle around the character. They're a bit far away from you because of her abilities, which are very short range. This is an AoE around the character, and it's kind of broken for right now. It doesn't really have a name, but it's basically a straight line based attack. And then this guy is very difficult. Your health bar is your mojo bar, which means you get hit once. When you start, you die. And the more you have, the more crit chance you have. And his abilities create a decoy, and the other one gives a massive boost to your crit chance, but you lose all of it. Now for Gade, or Ged, it's probably Gade, the guy I passed. He doesn't actually have an ability for his passive yet, so that's why I'm picking him for this. And also, you have masks that you can unlock. You have basic Voodoo masks, and the rest of them are unlocked with medals. The cheapest one is 1, and they get more expensive farther down. So, 10 medals, 20, 20. But you can also get them by doing certain ones. I'm gonna pick, let's see. I like this one. It's very interesting. And it goes with him because he summons totems. So, to begin. Byron, somebody drank too much and left some portals open after a failed summoning. It's your duty to fix things and close all the portals. If you do, you will gain somebody's favor and earn a powerful ally. Explore each zone to fix this and find supplies to be prepared for anything. So I'm going to play 1 or 2 levels because this is a J.A. showcase and I don't show you the entire game, I just show you a snippet of it. And there you go. Anyway, every time you do a new quest, this is all randomly generated, so you're not going to get this entire appearance. You might have a question mark here, you might have a store here, this is a store, you might have, you never know, and there's all different types of levels. So, time to head into the cemetery. Now, because his ability is called Gate Scream. I feel that it should be, I don't know, a fear buff, if it's going to be called that. But thinking about it, his abilities are totems, and I don't think that would work. Now, Totem Guardian basically places little turrets down, essentially. And these things are pretty cool. They will place 2 of up to 6. You can have up to 6 at a time on the field. And they'll basically create barriers if they're close enough, which slow enemies down. So it's actually quite handy. Now, would it be a good idea to have it related to the totems? Maybe. But at the same time, it's very difficult. So anyway, controls-wise, because you're probably wondering that, you use WASD to move, left click to fire, space and right click to use your abilities, and you may also notice that I have some stuff on me. You use the number keys above the WASD to use abilities in your inventory. And this is what I was talking about with wands. They basically have different ways of firing. For example, this is the standard. And fire rate is basically the amount of shots per second. And with Wand of Flames, well, basically you do this. Oh, look at that. They're burning. Which is pretty damn good, actually. Because it's very fast firing. Some will actually have slower rates of fire. And that's kind of not great. And this is a shrine. It's one of the areas you can find. Oh, hey, it's Baron Samedi. Well, I guess you are here because you heard about my experiments. Let's see what I have for you. Today I don't find something useful. Just this rubber chicken. Well, those rubber chickens sometimes have powerful stats. Thank you. See you later. And there we go. And that went to my equipment because it is a equipable item. So that upped my damage, and it also upped the damage that I do with a critical hit. So it does give this kind of sense of a roguelike with upgrades. And all the items in the game are randomized. You might get the same item 2 or 3 times, but it'll always have different stats. It always will. Some will have the same stats no matter what, but otherwise it's all the same. I could probably get a rubber chicken that does 30 damage. Yet, no boost to the crit damage. Always randomized. Always randomized. And this is an example of one of the things you have to do in the levels, which is close to portals. I kill them very fast, because they don't tend to have a lot of health, and they don't tend to get upgraded. And I just got a medal. So it is a way of getting them. Now, even the stats on the weapons is going to be different. You might get 2 of the same type of wand. One will state it lasts longer, so it has more uses before it's gone. Or another one will basically just do extra damage. So with this one, I do little increases to damage, and it's a laser. And this is a vendor that you can find. So I'm going to get rid of this because this is junk. I don't like these kinds of wands anyway. And I can get some potions, I can get other little characters. Spell power is actually pretty good, but it really depends on which one. So I don't really need this one, so I'm going to sell this. And you just put it in there to sell it. Hello? Extra health. That is spell power, and it has a chance to cause the missiles to be homing. So, I'm taking that one. And it states right there, pins give small benefits when starting new games. Now, one of the pins that I had equipped basically gave me an extra life. So, that's essentially why I have it on me. And those are the most annoying enemy in the game, because they slow you, and slow in this game is not good. It's really, really not. And sadly, I just found out that I'm only able to show you guys a single level, which kind of sucks. And it's because I don't really know how long the episodes of this can be. So, I'm hoping that I was able to do a good 20 minutes for you guys. Ah, okay, so that basically increases the amount of gear you can have on you, but they're basically relics, as it states. So, there's not much of a difference. Hello? But yeah, I can very much say that I like playing this game. It's very fun, it's very random, and I've been playing it the entire time alone. I don't even know how crazy multiplayer can get, but I kind of do, because you can do PvP, and you can do co-op. Every Loa has a weak point, and mine is drinking. But that is the J.A. showcasing of Full Mojo Rampage. Now, I will show you guys one quick little thing. Yes, I do. He can go piss off. Voodoo codes, a little bit interesting, but they allow you to unlock special rewards, and I actually know one that you guys can use. And it unlocks the luchador mask. And it's 378873. To put that in, go to Voodoo codes, and you'll get this. And you basically, these are 0. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put that code in, try the code. States I already used it because I did. And boosh, this will get you the luchador mask. And I'll show you guys what it is right now. Ta-da! El luchador! But there you go. That has been the J.A. showcasing of Full Mojo Rampage. I hope, and I mean very much hope, that you guys enjoyed. If you want to get this game for yourselves, the normal price, I will state this, is $19. But I think right now, when this comes up, it'll be available half price. So make sure you check. Either way, the money is very much well spent. The game's in alpha. And this is pretty damn up to par for a game. They could release it as is right now if they wanted to, but they're not. This isn't even done. So, this is definitely something I'm going to do some more videos on. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I hope you enjoyed the voodoo and all that jazz. But, I will state this. Peace out, and